This is a nice Olympiad maths question, and we are asked to solve for x in x multiplied by x multiplied by x divided by x plus x equal to 6. So what do you do if you are given a question like this? Remember, according to the law of indices, x multiplied by x will give us x to the power of 3, right? Divided by x plus x will give us 3x, and this will be equal to 6. So what do we do from here? In order for we to clear out this, all we simply need to do is to multiply both sides by 6. So if we multiply here, x to the power of 3 divided by 3x multiplied by 3, we can be able to clear out this 3, and this will be equal to 6 multiplied by 3. Why 3 clear out 3? We will have x to the power of 3 divided by x to be equal to 18. So what do we do from here? Remember, this is x to the power of 1. Now recall your law of indices. In that law of indices, if you have a to the power of x divided by a to the power of y, this can be equal to a to the power of x minus y, right? So if you apply it here, this will give us x to the power of 3 minus 1, and that will be equal to 18. So this is going to give us x to the power of 2 equal to 18. So what do? We can simply take the square root of both sides. So if we take the square root of both sides, x squared can be equal to plus or minus square root of 18. So what do? While these cancel out these, x can be equal to plus or minus the square root of 9 multiplied by 2. 9 multiplied by 2 will give us 18. So our x will be equal to plus or minus the square root of 9 multiplied by the square root of 2. Great. Now what do we have here? We'll have our x to be equal to plus or minus square root of 9 is going to give us 3 root 2. And that means the value of our x can be equal to 3 root 2, or the value of our x can simply be equal to negative 3 root 2. And these are the solutions that match these questions that are given to us up here. Now the question is, how do we check to find out if this solution or this solution is absolutely right? Now let's check out. We're going to check to find out if those two solutions are right. Now if we check out that, we're going to apply the first x to be equal to 3 root 2. Now if we apply the value of our x equal to 3 root 2 into this expression, we're going to have that to become 3 root 2 as the first x multiplied by 3 root 2 as the second x multiplied by 3 root 2 as the third x, and all of these will be divided by 3 root 2 plus 3 root 2 plus 3 root 2, and all these will be equal to 6. Great. Now if you have this, if we simplify this, can we be able to have 6? That's a big question. So what do? This multiplying this. Remember the laws of sword. When you are given the laws of sword, this is going to give you 3 square root of 2 all to the power of 3, right? Good. That is exactly what it's going to give us. And over here, because this is common, we can have this to be 3 root 2 multiplied by 3, right? Because that is 1 plus 1 plus 1. Great. Now, this can simply be simplified by 3 to the power of 3, right? Multiplied by the cube root of 2 to the power of 3. That is good. That is taken, right? And this can be equal to, this can be multiplied by 3 times 3, will give us what? 9. So we are going to have that to be 9 multiplied by root what? Root 2. And this is root 2 to the power of 1. Now if we compare this is going to give us 3 to the power of 2 is going to give us 27 divided by 9, right? And this is going to be multiplying. This will cancel out these to remain 2, and then we're going to have root what? 2 to the power of 2. Great. So what do we have? 9 over here will give us 1. 9 over here will give us 3. Y square cancel out square root, will be left with 2. Then our solution will be 3 multiplied by 2, and that will be equal to 6. So the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. And that tells us that x equal to positive 3 root 2 is the solution to this expression. Now let's look at negative 3 root 2. Negative 3 root 2, can it equally give us that solution? Let's try it out. With x equal to negative 3 root 2, can we have that? X equal to negative 3 multiplied by root 2. Can we have that solution? Let's try it out. We're going to have, at this point, we're going to pick it from this point. If we pick it from this point, we're going to have that expression to now give us negative 3 root 2 all cubed divided by, this is now going to give us what? Negative 3 root 2 multiplying what? All multiplying what? 3. Great. So you see that, can this be equal to 6? Now let's look at that. Can that be equal to 6? If we separate that, we'll have negative 3 all cubed multiplied by square root of 2 multiplied by cube. And all of these will give us what? This multiplied by 3 is going to give us negative 9 multiplied by root what? Root 2, which is to the power of 1. While this gives us what? This is going to give us negative, because we have an odd power that will give us negative 27 divided by negative 9 multiplying negative square root of 2 cube multiplying what? Multiplying square root of 2 all to the power of 1. Why this cancel out this to give us 2? This will go off to give us 1. So we have 2. 2 cancel out the square root. The square cancel out the square root, and then negative clear out negative. This is going to give us what? 3 multiplying 2. And that will be equal to 6, which is equal to the right hand side. So 6 will be equal to 6, and that proves to us that x equal to negative 3 multiplied by root 2 is also a solution. So you see, this is a solution, and this is a solution to this nice exponential maths problem. I know you did enjoy watching this math solution. Kindly give it a thumbs up, share it with friends and colleagues, and remember to subscribe to my channel for more simplified math content. Thanks so much for watching.